Do you want up? Okay, well, come up. Oh, okay. Do you want up too? Come on. Here, I'll put the pillow down. Come on, Bisa. Good boy. Oh, come on. Good boy. Oh, yeah, you're a big boy. Thank you. Hi. Oh, yeah, I love you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're the best boy ever. Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Do you feel like doing a little bit of DIYing with me today? Well, come on in. Let's get started. Happy Sunday to you all. What do I have going on for you for today? Well, today I've got a couple things going. One, I'm going to be showing you a hack with those wax melts that you put in your wax warmers that you didn't know you needed in your life until you saw or see this hack. This is a hack that you are gonna love, and it is gonna make life using wax melts so much easier. You're gonna love it and you're gonna thank me for it later. And then I have got a DIY using your used old wax melts once the scent is gone. Instead of throwing it away, you're gonna do this. I'm gonna show you what I do with it. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some DIYing today on this Sunday. Because why not? Because we can, and that's what we do here. Let's get to it. Who has a truck wax warmer? What else would I have? So here in the back is where the wax typically melts and re-solidifies. And in this one, I usually have to pop it in the microwave for about 45 seconds to get that hardened wax out. Well, now it's empty, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put a silicone cupcake liner in the back of this truck and my wax warmer, and that's where I'm gonna put my wax tarts. I know, genius, right? Because it's silicone, it is heat resistant. And so when it melts down, it is going to confine that wax to the silicone mold or cupcake wrapper. Genius, right? Look at that. And so when it does re-solidify, it's gonna make it easy to pop out. So here you can see it is re-solidified. It still has scents. Let me just tell you, these tarts are amazing. Got them off of a lady on TikTok who home makes them, and they are good for about 24 hours. I love them. And so yeah, you can go ahead and pop them out, and look at that. It looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup. And it's easy cleanup. But because this one still has scent, I'm gonna put it back in and remelt it down for another few hours. Now, let's go ahead into the craft room. Feels good to be back inspiring. So at Dollar Tree, I picked up one of the larger clear glass plates. Get creative. And the larger vase. There's two different sizes. Again, you can get creative with what jar you choose. I also picked this original super glue up from Dollar Tree. I love these because they're single-use tubes. There's really no waste. You know, you typically open one of these and it dries out pretty quickly. Yeah, you're not wasting any. I'm going the super glue route because hot glue for this DIY is not the best option. If you want to use E6000, you can. It just takes a while to dry. This stuff is pretty instant and it's like cement. And so I'm gonna go ahead and line the rim with this glue, and I'm gonna be pretty generous with the amount that I put on the rim of this vase. Once I place it down on the plate, I'm gonna have only a couple of seconds to get it where I need it to be, and then it's gonna dry. And this stuff really is like cement. Then with the rest of the glue, I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the outside of it, just really securing the vase in place to the plate. One of these tapered candle holders from Dollar Tree is gonna get the job done, only I need to remove the top part, the candle holder part itself, from the stand because I don't need the stand. And it popped off fairly easily, and so yeah, I just need this part here. Then taking what's left of my super glue, I'm gonna place some on the bottom of the holder itself, and then place the rest on the bottom of the base. And I'm gonna set this here for just a couple of minutes until it dries, because that's all the time it needs. And then I'm gonna move on. I dug into my stash of paper flowers. Can I just tell you that the last couple weeks I have spent 2 weekends in my garage cleaning out my craft stuff, really going through it, donating stuff, and it feels so good to know what I have and where everything is again. It just got to be a mess. I decided on using a white flower, and so I have a couple drops left of that super glue. I'm going to place that on the bottom of my flower, and again, you don't want to use hot glue for this. And that's all that's really needed to stick this to the base. And it's gonna act as an embellishment to this, because why not? Because we can, and that's what we do here. This is the leftover wax. It's no longer has any scent to it. And so when it no longer has scent, this is what I do with my wax melt tarts. Yes, I add them to what would be known as a candle plate, but this is my wax melt plate. And I just love the idea of that, of taking this wax and instead of throwing it away, being creative with it and making something out of it. I picked up a couple tart packages from Dollar Tree just to kind of give Allie's plate a head start. There on the top, I am going to add a white tapered candle, and I'll share with you why I do that later. I'm not much of a candle person burning them anymore. Now that there's wax melts, I feel like it's just so much safer to use these, and they make really great ones. And like I said, I get my wax melt tarts from a shop off of TikTok. This girl hand makes those heart ones, and her scents are phenomenal. They are so fragrant, and they last, like I said, for at the least 24 hours. I've had some last a bit longer. I don't typically let my wax stay melted all day. I'll turn it on in the morning, and then I'll usually turn it off before I go to bed. And so I get usually about 2-3 days out of 1 or 2 melts. And so, yeah, and I just really hate throwing the wax away. And so I came up with this, and I'll share with you again, like I said, a bit later, why I came up with this. But yeah, you can see I didn't take the sticker off of the base, but that's just because the wax is going to cover it, and it really is about working smarter, not harder. And I didn't feel like pulling out my heat gun to take it off. I just wanted to get this video done. But you can see just by gently adding just a little bit and pouring it down the sides from the top, you're going to get that really pretty dripped look. And it just really makes it fun when you use different scents and that come in different colors. It really just adds to the look and creates something beautiful out of something you would have thrown away. And I did add just a bit of wax to the holder itself, and when I place my white tapered candle in there, it's gonna hold it and it'll pop out fairly easily. And with that, I thought I was done, but then I remembered that I had added these twig balls to Kayla's, and Allie really liked them. And so these are twig balls that were from Dollar Tree a while ago. Found them in my stash again when I cleaned out my craft stuff in the garage. And so I'm gonna add these to the bottom. And what's fun is that as your candles melt, if you choose to burn candles, or as you pour your leftover old wax on here, these pieces are gonna stick to the plate. You're gonna have wax drip on them, and it's just gonna look amazing. I promise you, wait for it, because let me show you how mine have turned out. So this here is the original one that I had, and since I was making a second one, I knew I was gonna pass this down, but I didn't think to make 2, and so this was the perfect excuse to make a second one, show you how I do it and why I do it. But I typically do burn a white candle in the morning. When I wake up, I get my coffee and I'm cleaning the kitchen, doing the dishes, because white is purity, it's cleansing, and I like to cleanse the energy in my house for the day. And so I will just burn a candle as I'm in the kitchen. I don't typically leave it unsupervised. If I'm gonna leave, then I blow it out. But it's just a good way, I think, to start my day off in a positive way by just purifying and cleansing the energy within the house with a white candle, and I just truly believe in that. And so here you can see I keep this right here on the bar of my kitchen. And as the wax, like I said, is no longer, I take my silicone cupcake wrapper and I just dump the wax over the top, adding a new color. And I can't say a new scent. Sometimes there's a little residual scent left, but not much. And it's just fun to kind of get creative with the colors and add it to it. And now I'm excited because now I'll have two of them and I'll just alternate between the two wax holders and make something beautiful for the girls that maybe someday they'll add on to, or maybe they'll start one of their own. Isn't that beautiful? Look at how pretty that is. I love it. And then when you think of it and you look at it, you think of all the fresh, beautiful scents that it brought to your home, those fragrances, and how long you had it for. And yeah, such a fun project. So I say, don't throw your wax away. Make one of these and send me a picture of it. So this idea came from a post that I had seen somewhere several months back, and for the life of me I cannot find the screenshot of where I saw it or found it, because I was going to insert it in this video. And it was a posting of this girl who had her grandmother's 100-year-old candle plate anyhow. And it was amazing. It was just the coolest thing. And when I saw it, I just loved the idea of it. But where I was hung up was that I don't typically burn candles anymore. I really stick to wax melts. But I do burn a white candle in the morning, like I said in the video, while I'm cleaning my kitchen, and I really just do it to purify and cleanse the day and clear the energy from the house and just give it a more positive feel. And I do that every morning with a white candle. And so I just decided to tweak this and make it my own. And the girls know how very much I love wax melts. And when I tell you, I order from an entrepreneur on TikTok, and I really love to support small businesses like that, and her wax melts are so fragrant. I will link her shop in the description box below. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I just really love her wax melts, and she's got a variety of other things too. And so when I thought about this, I thought, you know what? The girls know how much I love wax melts. I'm just gonna pour my used wax over this, and I'm gonna create one like this. And at the time, I only did the one plate, not thinking that there's gonna be a time when I'm no more and who gets the plate. And so this was the perfect excuse to make a second one, so that way each Allie and Kayla both have one. And I just love the idea of that. And I think it's a cool statement piece, using your wax instead of throwing it away. You can make kind of a piece, and it will be a keepsake. I hope you all enjoyed today's hack. I told you it was a hack you didn't know you needed until you saw it, and now you need it. If you're looking for more DIY inspiration, well, guess what? I've got you covered. You can click on the video right over here and it'll take you to one of my past favorite DIYs. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. Try to stay positive, please, because I'm sure trying. Bye for now, everybody.